All right. Hey, guys, vocab round 2. All right. So this week you have sardonic, which is mockingly sarcastic or cynical. So if somebody's like, hey, you shouldn't do that, you're like, hey, you shouldn't do that. That would be sardonic behavior. Elusive is characterizing somebody that makes references instead of direct remarks, right? So rather than your mom saying, clean your room, she says, hey, it's kind of weird that we haven't seen your floor in so long. Maybe, I don't know, maybe somebody would want to do something about that, right? So that's elusive. Onomatopoeia are sound words, right? Buzz, bang, boom, all those, like comic book words is how I always think of onomatopoeia. Flashback is an interruption of time by events from the past, right? So when you're in the movie and then all of a sudden you move back into the past, that's a flashback. So I'm trying to think if we've had anything with flashback. In How Much Land Does a Man Need, right? When Pacom is running and he sees the chief laughing and holding his sides and he remembers his dream, right? So there's that like little interruption of chronological time. In Oedipus, when he goes back and I don't know if we're going to read Oedipus by this point, but when he goes back and tells Jocasta about what happened to his father, right? That'd be an example of flashback. Hyperbole is extravagant exaggeration. I once caught a fish this big, even though I've never caught a fish. That would be hyperbole. Consoling is when you comfort somebody at a time of grief or disappointment. So you can say you can either make it a verb, console, right? He consoled me after the death of my dog. Or it can be an adjective. The consoling boy made me feel better after the death of my dog by asking me what kind of a dog he was or whatever. Indignant is feeling anger at unfair treatment. That unfair portion of it is really, really important. So make sure that we don't forget that, okay? Unfair treatment. If you think you should have gotten an A and you got a D, you might feel indignant because you're positive you should have gotten an A. The only way that you got a D is because of unfair treatment. Simile is a figure of speech which compares two unlike things using like or as. So that's where it differs from a metaphor. That kid is like a cheetah. Her hair is like the sun. Things like that. Or as gold as the sun. Dejected is sad, depressed, dispirited. I always think of Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh because he's just sad. Hello, Pooh. I'm sad. He always looks like he's got a rain cloud over him, right? Which is what dejected means. And diction is an author's choice of words. Okay, so your literary devices this week would be onomatopoeia, flashback, hyperbole, simile, and diction. So be prepared for those. All right? Bye, guys.